Hey YouTube, it's Venom Cannon 13. Just a super quick video today. What we're going to do is install an extended magazine release in the Glock. This is the Glock 19. Of course, first thing we always do is do a safety check. So we have an empty magazine, we have an empty chamber, nothing in, so we're good to go. We're just going to do a partial takedown, point in a safe direction, reverse the grip, pull the slide off, and that's pretty much all you're going to need to do to change this magazine release. So this is extended, it'll just stick out a little farther. A lot of people will say to use a screwdriver. This is probably going to be hard to see. To use a screwdriver, there's a spring pin here. It's just a straight, it almost looks like a straight piece of paper clip here, and that's the spring we're going to pull. They'll say to use a screwdriver. I found, however, it's easier. I have myself a set of modeling picks here. You can pick them up at any hardware store, hobby store, and the one I use is this one that's shaped like an L. It's really good for getting in there and just pulling that spring, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to come in from the bottom, and we are going to grab that spring with this, and what we're going to be doing is that spring is engaging into the bottom of your magazine release in this very little slot right here, in this very little slot, and it's basically sticking straight up into that slot. And then as you push, you bend the spring back and forth basically like this. It's just a straight piece of wire, almost looks like a piece of paper clip. So as you push the magazine release, this puts tension on the spring, and then it goes back. And so what you're going to be doing is using the pick to go underneath this spring and moving it a little bit over, and then you're going to pull it out of the slot. So you're going to be using the pick to go on the side, push it to the side, and the reason I like to use this pick is because it's a very small point. You can real easily get behind, and then you just pull it out of that slot. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do that. This is probably going to be a little hard to see. Let me get it set up here. Okay, so now I'm in the spot. I'm going to push to the side and pull it out. And there you can see it's been pushed to the side and out. Real easy to do with this pick. Okay, so once that's out, you've taken it out of the slot. This will come out, and as you can see, the new one isn't tremendously longer, just a little bit longer. But that'll make a pretty big difference when you put it in. So in order to get the new one in, we have to get the slot, we have to get that spring back into that slot and then let it slide over. And so what we're going to do is use the same pick. You can see the spring in there now, it's not against anything. And so what we're going to do is use it, we're just going to use the pick to pull it back. And then at the same time we will slide in the new piece. So we're going to put it part of the way in. After we grab this spring here, and by holding that spring down and out a little bit, we can put the new piece in, and then all we have to do is use the pick to push it to the side, and get it to slide into the slot, which of course I can't do because we're filming live. There we go. Okay, so now you can see it's in. The new spring is in. I mean, the spring is in the new magazine release. And it sticks out a little bit further than the old one. Okay, so again, the pick makes that real easy. It works a little better than a screwdriver. And then we're going to reassemble. Test for function. And then when you grip, it's not really in the way, you don't really feel the extra, but when you reach around the release, it's just a little easier to push. Okay, so that's Venom Cannon 13 with the installation of a new extended magazine release for the Glock. Until next time, have a good night.